Real quick, we back. It's Boss Lincoln Moore, your boy CJ Goodfella. Breaking news coming through the news wire. And I knew about this for about an hour, but this is one of my news sources. And it actually came through like a true champ. I could have reported it from the beginning, but I didn't. But what went down is the Nevada State Athletic Commission has temporarily suspended Canelo Alvarez until their commission meets April 10th to come down with a hard decision on what to do about Canelo Alvarez testing positive for traces of clincher ball in his either blood or urine, or just say his system. I think the Golovkin thing and the public opinion has really pushed for this temporary suspension of Canelo Alvarez. I think Golovkin putting the heat on the Nevada State Athletic Commission with the favoritism, and we know the history with Canelo, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya in Vegas, and people can go back now with social media and go on these threads and go on YouTube and go on hear these YouTube people talk about tracing back how far the favoritism that Golden Boy gets before even when Oscar was just building Golden Boy, probably when he was with Top Rank. Now people can go back there and trace it with social media and Wikipedia and Google it. Now people can really start seeing that they are showing favoritism to Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? And they did show favoritism for Oscar for years. And now it's carrying to Canelo Alvarez. And now they got to make a hard stand, at least a nice harsh stance right here with a temporary suspension. I think it's the right thing to do until you figure it out. The fight is still scheduled to be on. But, all this build up. And if the fight does happen, it's just going to make the drama bigger and make the fight that much bigger to look at it from a positive. People going to be intrigued to see what Canelo looks like off the juice. Since people made the insinuation that he was on the juice, we talked about it last September, last September or whatever, last August, whatever we did the video. And they've been coming, people been commenting, they've been coming back into my YouTube little video stream that people saying, oh, see now, I tried to tell you Canelo was on steroids and he was all juiced up and stuff of that nature. And we did the video, was he on steroids or not? And I got to give people the benefit of the doubt until they test positive. He was on VADA. So, he was on a VADA testing. He was testing positive. Somehow he was beating the drug test if he really was juicing. His muscles were inflated and big. And, it is what it is. But I think Nevada made the right move. And it's just temporary until they get together. And hopefully, they can get together and make the right decision for the state of boxing and for the sport of boxing. And what's crazy about that? We talked about the doctor that said they found higher levels of clincher ball than in one of the negative tests, and they said that one is basically reading between line is more in line with he tried to take that shit and try to get an advantage. It wasn't through no meat, and I know it wasn't through no meat. They keep claiming this meat thing. I mean, if it's that potent and it's that that much of an issue with Mexico, well, don't fucking eat there. Don't eat the meat in Mexico. Don't eat that meat. Don't eat that cattle. It's your career on the line. Because once you damage your name, no matter how good you did, you could do things. You could have been doing things right for 20, 30, 40 years. And you can damage your reputation in one night. The bad always outweighs the good for some reason. No matter how many great things Canelo's done, one bad thing can destroy you and destroy any athlete, any person out there. So, that's why you got to take extra precautions, man. Really do. And people say, well, you trained at that, you've been going to Mexico for the last 12 training camps. How many times you did VADA? Why does it so happen you get caught this time? Because you didn't take the clincher ball and get it cycled out your system the way you were supposed to. It was a little bit different from the other stuff you took last time. Now those are the questions people are going to be asking. And, I'll just, he suspended. We just talked about a video about them. Should they cancel the fight? I'm on board with canceling the fight, to get everything situated, to get Gennady calm, to get Canelo calm, and to get this thing on the right track. But it is April 10th. Shit, that's under a month from the fight to be taking place. That's a little bit pushing it right there, don't you think? Them come back April 10th. And then for them to sell tickets and then the fight is called off. That's how I know it's a little fishy. This is like a slap on the wrist right here. But April 10th, this fight is still going to go on. Trust me. They're not going to throw that money away, especially with Floyd not fighting and being active no more. They need that money generated in Vegas. If he's guilty or not guilty, they're going to cover up for Canelo. This is just a little slap on the wrist to show for the public. We gone.